All right, we have three measures of central tendency, our mean, median, and mode, that we can use to analyze a data set. So here we have scores for a science quiz, and we are going to find the mean, median, and mode. So the mean is the same thing as the average. So on average, how did this quiz go for the class? And how do you find the average or the mean? Well, first you want to add all the numbers, so you have to find the sum. If you take all those numbers and add them up, you get 147. So you take the sum, and you're going to divide that by however many quizzes there were. How many numbers did we add up? So we added up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to divide by 10. So then you take your 147, you divide by 10, and we get 14.7. So that was the average or the mean score on the science quiz. All right, the median is going to be the very middle number, but the thing with the median is you can only find the middle number once the numbers are in order. So we do have to order these. So I'm going to take a second and rewrite these in order. I'll pause the video. Alright, I'm back. You can see that I have all the numbers written in order from least to greatest, and as I write those in order I cross them off up above so I know I'm not missing one, so that's why those numbers are crossed off. So the median is we are going to find the very middle number. So we count in from the sides. Usually I do this with my two fingers and I kind of move them both in together, but I'll try to just show you what I'm doing with a pen. Well, maybe I'll use a highlighter. Let's see how this looks. Alright, so we have a 12 on the left, 21 on the right. Now I'm going to move in 1 on the left to 13, move on the right to 18. So you can see from the edges I've moved in 2 spaces. Moving into 13, then to 16, moving into 13, and then to 14, and then I notice I move in to these last 2, however, I don't have one number in the middle. If this was an odd number in our data set, we would get to that very middle number and that would be the median. However, what do you do if you have 2 numbers in the middle? So we need to know what's halfway between 13 and 14 to get the median, the very middle value. Well, we may know that 13 and a half is halfway between those. Sometimes that's easy math for us to do in our head. But if you want a surefire way to get this in case those numbers are further apart and it's not as easy, you can add the 2 numbers up, 13 plus 14, and then divide by 2. And if you are using a calculator for this, this is a common mistake I've seen. You want to add 13 plus 14 and hit enter on your calculator so you see that 27 and then divide by 2. If you type it all into the same line, you will get a different answer because your calculator follows order of operations and it will do the division before the addition. So our median is 13.5. But again, your median is the middle value once your numbers are all placed in order. Alright, our mode is going to be the number that occurs most often. So median was null. So what you're looking for are any repeats. It's possible to have more than one mode, and it's possible to have no mode at all. So I look at this data set and I see a bunch of 13s. So I'll count them up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 13s. And do I have 4 of any other number? Which we don't, so that means our mode is 13. And that gives us the measures of central tendency, the mean, median, and mode for our data set.